Hello viewers, this is Heorot. Welcome back to my playthrough of Dragon Quest IX, Sentinels of the Starry Skies. Previously, we arrived in Porth Llaffan, where a big whale called Leviathan is apparently showering the village with fish. There's weather we had. Jonah's father Dylan was out fishing when it hit, you know. Got swallowed up by the sea just like that, boat and all. Well, there was only her and her dad in the house, wasn't there? So the poor dab's living all on her own now. Leviathan must be feeling sorry for her, I suppose. That's why he's turned up all of a sudden, like. You're a traveler, are you? We are. You said the boat's not available. I saw it, I did. It was on the night of that storm. A shooting star came down right in the ocean by here. It was after that that Leviathan started turning up at the beach. Could this thing be a fig? That earthquake before upset the fish in something chronic. I thought we'd pretty much had it, to be honest. If Leviathan hadn't started showing up when he did, I wouldn't like to say what might have happened to us all. Well, let's find out what happens when I say no here. You haven't. You're joking, aren't you? You're missing out. Here, let me teach you how to channel the powers of inspiration. Right, just be quiet and think as hard as you can, and eventually the light of inspiration will switch on like our light. You saw it, didn't you? The light, I mean. Tidy. We learn a new party trick. Now we can be inspired. There's lovely. That light above your head means you're having a cracking new idea of some sort. Here's hoping you have many more such inspirations to come. Thank you. Hello, Warden. No one is here at the moment. So it looks like we have to rest until evening and talk to Jonah at her house. Would like to rest until evening. Thank you, innkeeper. Now let's head down Jonah's way. Oh, hello, traveler. I'm ever so glad to see you. I've been waiting for someone who's not from by here to happen along, see? It's just that. Jonah, you and Dab? Who's there? Oh, I didn't know you had company like. I've not seen your face around here before, have I? What's up, Warden? Anyhow, Mayor Bryce wants a word with you, Jonah. You'd best come along now. What is this, a police state? Oh, yes, of course. I'm sorry. I won't be long, I'm sure. Could you wait for me till I get back? Something tells me we'd better go after her. You're winning up a storm. 500 battles won makes you an on-fire fighter. Scorchio. Now we are an on-fire fighter. You and your strange accolades. Oh, here is a ghost again. Oh, you can see me? There's something. You've noticed it, haven't you? How the whole village is sick. That thing they're summoning isn't a Leviathan at all. That poor Jonah is being used by something. Being controlled, she is. Look out for her, won't you? You're the only person I can ask, and something bad's brewing, I'm sure. So that isn't Leviathan, huh? If you were looking for Jonah, she's had to go over and see the mayor. I don't know what's so important it can't wait till morning, though. Eh? Where's the mayor's house? It's the huge place at the opposite end of the village from Jonah's. You can't miss it. Saw it with my own eyes, I did. Yep. That earthquake seems to have caused a lot of problems. You're hoping to have a word with Jonah. She's talking to Mayor Bryce just now, so you'll have to wait a while, like. Aren't you the traveller who was round Jonah's place before? What are you doing here in Porth Llaffan, then? Heard about Jonah's gift, I suppose. Well, you'd better not be up to no good. Jonah, it's been a tidy old while now since Dylan went missing in that storm. I'm sorry in my heart for you, Bach, but it's hopeless to go on believing he's alive. He's not coming back, Jonah, and that's why I've decided I'll have to adopt you. Huh? There's fantastic, Dad. You don't want to be all alone after all, do you, Jonah? You and young Bryson here get on all right, like, and I've always thought of you as one of my own anyway. You've put on a brave face for long enough, Bach. It's time you let go now. Thank you, Mayor. I'll be sure to give it some thought. She does not seem very enthusiastic. But, being as I'm by here, there's something I was hoping to talk to you about, too. I've been thinking, and I don't want to summon Leviathan anymore. But, Jonah... I just don't feel like it's right somehow, living like this, so Don't be spouting nonsense like that all bald-headed, Jonah. No one in the village wants to hear it. Brazen it is. And anyway, what else have you got to offer Porth Llaffan, eh? Is there some other way you can help out by here? Well, never mind. I think that's enough said for one day. You must be tired. Take yourself home and have a rest, all right? Oh, it's you. I suppose you overheard all that, did you? Well, never mind. You'll come back to my place so we can have a little chat, will you? And hopefully we will not be interrupted again. It's just not right relying on the god of the sea for all our food like we are. But no one wants to hear it, and Mayor Bryce, well, you heard what he thinks about it all. That's why I was hoping to ask an outsider like you for your opinion. You know, someone impartial like. So what do you think? It's wrong living like we are in it. I would have to say so. Well, it's a relief to hear someone else say it. At last I can tell you. I knew it couldn't be just me who thought so. Right, I've got my gummel up now. I'm going to give it to Mayor Bryce straight this time. I'm not calling Leviathan anymore. Oh dear, look at the time. I've been spouting off so much, it's got ever so late all of a sudden. And I don't suppose you've got a place to stay, have you? Right, well, you'll have to spend the night by here then. All right, Jonah. Just point to the corner of the floor and we'll sleep there. Oi, Heorot, are you awake? Why did you have to go shouting your mouth off, What if they kicked the poor girl out of the village? I'll admit that Leviathan seems like trouble. He certainly needs to learn a thing or two about not splashing people. But what can we do about it? Are you going to poke your sticky nose in village affairs? Well, careful, because it might get burnt. There's Stella, ever the voice of cheer. Look at you, you big name-dropper. Well, you've got quite a few accolades now, so you can afford to drop one here and there. Oh, now we're a name-dropper. Actually, level 99 is the limit. And this morning, Jonah seems to be missing from her house. Where could the girl be? Oh, hello, birdies. Tweet, tweet. Come on, you're gonna help us look for Jonah. We'll all perish without her. Oh, brother. What's happened to Jonah? She should be down by here praying to Leviathan, but the lazy young sprat is staying at her house. Eh? She's not in her house, you say? Then where the deuce is she? I'm sorry in my heart for young Jonah, the poor dab. Her father went out fishing that night of the storm, and he never came back. Well, it makes you sick, doesn't it? But there's no helping him now, I should think. The poor dab just won't let it go, though. This goes no further, right? But I heard the mayor's got his own private beach for fishing. You get to it from round the back of his house, they say. Mingy he is, not sharing it with the rest of us. I got proper injured that day of the earthquake, I did. I was lucky as anything to have that special medicine I'd cooked up in the alchemy pot handy. Lucky as anything. No one at the mayor's house. Oh, it's Bryson. I knew it. Jonah came by here and told Dad she didn't want to call Leviathan anymore. You should have seen Dad's face. Fierce beyond it was. Then he took her off to Goody Dig Cliff. I've got a terrible feeling about all this. I think you should go after Dad and Jonah. Now we can go through the store. I think I will do just that and explore a little bit. We can cross these shoals here. And here we have a mudraker. So long, mudraker, aka Clayface. Now on this little spit of land we can find some crimson coral. So you really want to fight, do you? A couple of cyclones and a bodkin bowyer. So long, enemies. And before we head to Goody Dig Cliff, I think I'll rest up and save. Look at this, look at my hands. They're smooth, eh? That's not having to fish, that is. No more calluses nor nothing. Oh, sorry, I'm forgetting myself. Yes, you are. But we will stay the night. It's only 20 gold. Jonah being able to call Leviathan has really helped us out by here, you know. I've given up fishing, so now I can pitch in with running the inn a bit, like, help the wife out, you know. And who's visiting now that the boat isn't running? Have you thought about that? Anyway, let's save here. And in the next episode, we will head off to the next dungeon. This is Heorot. I would like to thank you for watching, and I will see you again next time.